Hello, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Podcasting di mana anda sedang menyaksikan podcast yang dah lama tak ada sebab kita menunggu orang-orang yang istimewa datang. Macam tu padahal tak buat.
Kita dah set template bahawa kita untuk season ni kita akan bawakan orang-orang yang memang ada berbakat besar, memberikan impak dalam industri
dan kehidupan kita masyarakat juga.
Benar.
So hari ni kita tidak bersendirian, di mana kita ada yang I really look forward to this episode. Sebab macam we love to have macam guest yang macam ada banyak experience, because macam our podcast dia punya nature adalah bercerita tentang kehidupan. So basically macam I excited lah untuk today punya episode. So kita ada siapa, Haikal?
Kita ada Mami Fatimah Abu Bakar.
Yay! Alright.
Nampak saya macam sopan kan, sebab hormat. Saya selalu huah-huah.
Kita selalu huah-huah. For now lah.
Nanti as we warm up lagu je.
Yes.
Okay. Mami datang ke sini, kita bahasakan Mami lah.
Ya, boleh.
Mami datang ke sini untuk mempromosikan cerita Senduk Swap.
Yes, betul.
Senduk Swap, bukan suap makan tau. SWAP.
Senduk switch. Senduk switch.
Takut kan Senduk Swap dia cari kan.
Actually, it did occur to me. SUAP, SWAP.
Takut orang confused.
Okay, so basically kita nak tanya dulu dekat Mami lah. Basically Senduk Swap ni berkisarkan tentang apa?
Okay, dia is a comedy, very young. I think dia memang appeal to young people and young at heart. Kita young sangat, young saja nanti hati pula orang yang macam saya ni kan. So young and young at heart. Okay. Dia it's very family oriented. It's basically about two young girls, and then diorang dua-dua nak jadi chef yang famous.
Okay.
So nak kena masuk satu akademi masak gitu. So the top prize akademi masak tu is the golden senduk lah. So kalau you menang competition or if you best student tu you menang itulah yang golden Tapi something happen. Satu main cucu saya, kita dari kampung nelayan.
Okay.
The other girl is very rich, dia kaya, dia so satu very macam atas, satu macam desa-desa gitu. Suddenly something happen, dia orang tertukar, dia orang punya karakter termasuk. So this girl punya kata spirit lah, whatever, soul dia masuk the girl tu, so dia switch so itu yang jadi tu. Mula itulah the comedy yang satu hari tu dia buka mata, then she realise she's in the wrong body gitu. So my character is the grandmother. Grandmother dia pun macam tak betul sikit, tapi seronok lah. Tak betul, she's very feisty, very fun juga. Tapi but not your typical grandmother lah. Dia pun ada boyfriend dengan main. Ada boyfriend Uncle Ravi.
Ya betul, sebab macam siapa baca pointers tu kan. So maksudnya opah ada macam love affair.
Ada boyfriend.
Is it long love ke atau macam
dia
baru
macam kawan lama. Jadi sebab dalam kampung tu manalah ramai sangat kan yang umur sama kan. Semua dah kiok kan. So apa yang ada tu ambil je lah. Sorry Ravi.
Okay. So dia adalah orang kata drama. Berapa episod panjangnya?
Oh, that one not sure.
Boleh tanya?
Boleh tanya.
Berapa
8
episod.
8 susah nak kira.
Dari kira jauh tak nampak jauh.
So 8 episod.
So actually it's a fast pace punya drama
lah. It's very and it's very fun. It's very very lucu. And then apa yang seronok pada saya is most of the cast very young. Very young. Saya rasa mungkin saya, Izlan dengan Syam Sunda yang main Uncle Ravi yang paling tua lah.
Okay.
I'm definitely the youngest. I'm definitely the youngest. Yang lain semua macam umur 16 tahun, 20 semua dalam around that early 20s.
Tengok
gitu,
daripada list nama pun macam bukanlah masih lagi belum nama besar.
Belum, tapi very berbakat besar. You boleh nampak very promising. Seronok dengan dia orang. Dia orang punya enthusiasm, dia orang punya bakat dah nampak dah, you know. So to be amongst them and then dapat energy dia orang tu. Oh my god. That's why kita punya shoot tu I think about 7 hari ke 8 hari tak tahu tak ingat. Dekat saya lah. Saya my shoot kat Pulau Ketam. Sebab that the other girl tu yang Sofia, the budak kaya tu, dia tempat lain. Dia bukan kat Fishing Village. Yang karakter Ayu, Ayu dengan Opah tu dekat Fishing Village. So kita buat kat Pulau Ketam. So yang tu sana, it was like about 8 days whatever. But whatever it is, seronok dapat dia orang punya energy, you know. And seronok tengok dia punya bonding lah budak-budak ni. Bila actually yang si karakter Sofia dimainkan oleh Ayu pula Emma. Dia tak ada scene kat Pulau Ketam, tapi memang rap the whole thing of all the 8 episodes tu rap kat Pulau Ketam. Dia pergi sana. Dia punya shoot dah habis. Tak dia orang pergi. Dia ni I think some other actors pun, sebab dia punya bonding dah so close. The cast so close, and also I think they bonded very well dengan Jared, the director. Pengarah dia pun muda, you know. So saya pun pernah kerja dengan Jared dulu. In fact that is kenapa why saya terima peranan ni. Satu pasal Jared, definitely I want to work with him again. Dah pernah kan. Sebab dia muda, dia kreatif, dia otak tak betul. You know. So my kind of people kan. I suka. So suka. The other thing is the watak je lah. Watak. Sekali-sekala seronok main a lighter watak. You know, kalau tak selalu main heavy roles tu letih.
Nangis.
Emosi tu a bit tiring. Although I love, you know. But this one because it's very light. Tu yang saya terima watak tu. Seronok.
Jadi Mami, sebab Mami punya background. Kalau kita tengok background Mami, kalau siapa yang membesar macam zaman kami, tahu tengok AF. Mami ialah untuk lakon pentas punya guru kan.
More I mula dari pentas, more theater. Yes, my background is more theater.
Tapi masa dekat sana tu tak ada, adakah Mami yang mengajar mereka sebab
method dan sebagainya?
Method because satu sebab dia switch watak. So kena main dua watak actually, right?
Kena main dua watak.
So Mami ada coaching
tak ada. Saya
coaching free kot.
No problem. It's okay if diorang macam if they ask, it's fine. Tapi saya tak akan interfere, you know. Sebab saya rasa memang Jared dah tahu apa dia nak buat, and I think they already had their own briefing. So budak-budak dah tahulah apa nak buat. So once in a while adalah, but diorang akan remind each other, engkau sekarang ni engkau bukan Sofia tau, engkau Ayu. They remind each other. You know, or Jared will remind. So tak payah saya saya nak interview whatever, tak. Kalau boleh saya tak. Saya kalau if they ask, yes, no problem. Tapi the respect kan, saya respect the director. Mesti dia tahu apa dia nak buat.
Betul. Tapi itulah Mami kira, orang kata kalau Mami ada buka kelas juga kan, kelas untuk lakon teater kan. Selalunya kalau orang nak belajar berlakon lah, selalunya apa?
Wah, Haikal tengah cuba ni.
Boleh. It's okay.
Tak apa. Selalu Mami sebab ramai orang katanya bila nak jadi pelakon lah. Tapi apakah yang diperlukan sebenarnya untuk menjadi pelakon, untuk di kelas lah maksudnya. Sebab macam semua nak jadi pelakon, mula-mula fikir macam kena jadi famous dulu baru pelakon. Tapi kalau ikut susul galur yang betul, kena lagi kelas dulu kan.
Yes, itu yang bagus lah. You know, that's the best part. Kalau you dia dua cara. Satu, kalau you belajar secara the conventional way.
Okay.
Dia pergi macam belajar kat Aswara, pergi, you know, any kat mana-mana university ke college yang ada performing arts, pergi boleh belajar. That's one. Kedua, ada ramai yang either tak sempat, tak mampu nak pergi college, tapi nak. Sebab dia tahu dia ada bakat. So the other way you can do it is you pergi workshop. Bengkel-bengkel lakonan, ada banyak. You just either you Google ataupun you cari, you tanya-tanya, you know. Ada orang Finas every now and then dia ada bengkel lakonan. So pergi. So jangan kalau macam yelah, ada orang kadang-kadang dia fikir rupa ada, minat ada, bolehlah saya jadi pelakon. No, it's not that easy, you know. Ada yang kata tak apalah, kat onset nanti bila saya dah dapat watak tu, saya boleh belajarlah dengan director tu. Director bukan nak ngajar.
Dapat kerja terus.
Director akan take for granted awak dah tahu apa nak buat. Engkau bagi aja, director akan pilih. So dia akan kata okay, itu yang aku nak. Oh no, dah tak nak ini. You know, so you have to go and give to the director. You tak boleh pergi and tunggu director nak ajar. Memang tak boleh. Tapi ramai rasa macam tak apalah, saya boleh belajar on set, you know.
Tapi macam mami sorry.
Sebabnya siapa teringat
sabar.
macam tak sabar. Sebab siapa teringat macam all the actors and actresses yang kita orang panggil kan, bila diorang cerita pasal diorang punya perjalanan lakonan tu, it involves a very macam hard work yang macam
macam
sangat-sangat
memang.
macam tu.
Kita buat dengan Hana Hakim pun sama. Dia memang work hard.
Yes.
Dan ramai juga. Tapi
Yeah.
kalau macam Mami ada kelas kan semua kan?
Off and on. Right now, my studio tengah setting up. Dulu kalau I have classes, I ada pergi Finas ataupun saya pergi pada
Orang yang buat bengkel
orang siapa-siapa yang or if let's say a production company kata nak buat filem, so dia kata okay, I need you to train my actors. I will go there. But now, insyaAllah, soon I will have my own place. So kalau tu, then maybe kita akan organize more classes untuk pelakon baru ataupun pelakon yang macam sekarang I do private sessions where sebelum dia nak shoot, I go through with them to prepare diorang so itu mungkin macam 2-3 hari gitu. Tapi kalau boleh saya nak kalau kat studio tu we will have a package maybe 3 hari ke 5 hari ke whereby all datang and then kita work together. So the acting classes will be not to prepare you for one particular role, tidak, untuk prepare in general. So that bila you dah dapat the role tu, you dah tahu macam mana nak approach. So ramai tak tahu. Ramai dia fikir senang aja saya hafal dialog, dan saya tunggu apa director suruh, saya buat je lah, you know. Tak semudah itulah.
Tapi Mami bagi Mami lah, apa kriteria untuk orang macam nak pergi kelas, semua orang pergi kelas, tetapi apa sebenarnya kriteria yang membolehkan seorang pelakon itu menjadi berjaya? Adakah dia pandai menipu? Kan masuk menipu. Masuk menipu itu
tidak menjadi diri sendiri.
Sebab diri kita berlakon kan macam ada watak tersendiri yang bukan kita.
Yes, okay, ada pernah dulu ada orang pernah tanya kalau nak berlakon tu apa? Dia kata berlakon itu menipu. Pada saya okay. Not so much menipu, but it is at that moment.
Salah guna ayat.
Salah. It's how to say it? Dia macam kalau nak kata menjiwai. Okay, so itu yang perlu ada rehearsal supaya bila sebelum you nak berlakon watak itu, you kena faham watak tu siapa, datang dari mana, dia punya peranan dalam cerita itu apa, you know, who is she or he to this person, to that person, and then macam mana nak rasa. Kita punya rehearsal adalah banyak discussion, banyak bincangan, banyak memahami kalau watak ini background dia macam ini, macam mana dia punya rasa dia, macam mana suara dia, macam mana gerak-geri dia, macam mana dia punya body language, macam mana. So you have to banyak nak kena analyse, banyak nak kena research, a lot. And banyak improv. So in my classes would be for you, kita akan bincang and also to experiment, banyak experiment, and that is pada saya that is the most interesting aspect of creating a watak, when you experiment. You know? So bila you dah faham, bila you dah jadi watak itu, you tak payah nak berlakon. So the main thing about lakonan adalah jangan berlakon.
Oh really?
Jadi
orang itu. Jangan berlakon. So tipu-tipu tu that word. Kadang-kadang katalah bad hair day, katalah kita tak ada mood, ada, and we are only human beings kan. Kadang-kadang ada. So mungkin the tipu tu ada sikit because tapi you cannot just rest on the tipu. Kalau you nak tipu orang, maybe sekali 2 kali boleh tipu, you berjaya. Tapi lama-kelamaan if you gunakan tipu sahaja and you tak buat research, and your watak is just macam skin deep aja, tak masuk, tak dalam, you goncang aja dia, your watak lerai habis. So especially kalau if you're doing series episode, you nak hang on tu panjang. Kalau you tak ada stamina, tak ada kefahaman watak itu, memang halfway you akan lupa, watak aku macam mana dulu dia cakap tak gagap, kenapa saya sekarang gagap. So when you watch something, kenapa dia tak konsisten dia punya karakter. Episode 1, 2, 3 dia tak cakap macam ni, episode 3, 4 dia dah macam lain pula. Dia macam
graf dia jadi pelik, watak.
Pelik, you know. So kalau director tak kawal, dia pun tak kawal. So kalau dia tak faham dia punya watak, It won't be real. And also for macam you kata apa perlu kan to be an actor.
Criteria,
Saya rasa first definitely minat. And then the bakat. It helps kalau as somebody yang buat lakonan bengkel lakonan, dia memudahkan lagi kerja kita bila seseorang tu dah memang ada bakat. You can tell sebab dia macam cepat dia tangkap, cepat dia faham. Ya, pada orang yang macam saya minat tapi tak berapa. Kita dilahirkan, it's like kurnia. I mean it's it's given, God given ni kan kalau the bakat. Tapi itulah bakat is very important. Minat, bakat and how to say discipline lah. Disiplin untuk nak jadi better. Itu yang ramai pelakon kat luar. Kadang-kadang orang tanya, you dah boleh berlakon, dah banyak. Kenapa setiap kali you nak ada watak baru. You mesti pergi cari cikgu. You know, dia sama macam vokal cikgu. Kan, for singer sama juga, you know. So every time they have, let's say, a big show, whatever, dia pergi balik pada cikgu dia orang. Sebab it is the latihan, the constant discipline, the constant to be reminded, kan. Betul. Oh, saya dah lupa, saya punya basic macam breathing macam mana, you know. So sama juga. So this dia kata, if you already dah macam experience, you know, tak payahlah. Lain. Every time you dapat watak baru, you balik pada zero. Yeah, so and lagi experience you are, lagi takut because you know how much work it takes to start from zero again.
Siapa pelakon yang kiranya kalau dia dapat watak baru ke atau dia dapat job baru ke, dia akan datang ke Mami? Siapa antaranya? Bagi nama lah. Seorang tahu, okay, Mami yang mengajar ni.
Okay, the recent one because dia letak dalam dia punya Instagram pun ni, Umi Nazira. Dia pun ada dia post dalam dia punya Instagram. So it's okay. Kadang-kadang saya tak nak mention nama sebab nanti some of them dia orang tak nak orang tahu ya dia orang go for lessons. Yeah. So I respect that. Tapi tak tahu. Tapi in the past ramai tapi dari dulu my acting workshops tak semestinya one on one, right down to oh my god ramai
semua dalam industri
Umi Aida Umi Aida for Embun, Maya Karin in Pontianak Harum Senang Malam, Tombiro, ramai Pulang, Remy Ishak. So Umi was the first time saya kerja dengan dia masa dia buat Merumah Wangsa.
Lama.
Ya, lama. Yes, lama. So now so it's like a reunion lah untuk saya dengan Umi, you know. Yeah.
Cucuk baru lah tu.
Cucuk sebelum tu. Sebab dia dah habis satu apa yang dia apa dia, I'm so bad with titles tau. Saya inilah dah pasal usia ni kan. So that was very good. Dia punya other series ni dia buat. So now she's preparing herself for another one. I think dia punya shoot nak mula 11 hari bulan kalau tak salah. So we had another 3 hari. So basically itu untuk kita discuss sebab dia biasa normal lah for any actor bila you dapat watak baru tu you takut sebab you takut yang saya faham ke tidak watak ni. Dan bila kadang-kadang bila kita baca the script tu 2-3 kali kita tak rasa tau. That is the scary part. Kalau first read tu you rasa the watak tu alhamdulillah your job is like say like 80% dah okey dah. Tapi kalau kadang-kadang it happens walaupun you are experienced actor, you baca 2-3 kali you rasa macam alah tapi you dah kata yes. You know, because in general you suka the storyline, tapi bila you dapat the script it's like oh my god, I tak rasa, I don't feel this character. So that is when the sessions yang kita perlu ada whereby kita okay never mind kita discuss, you know. So kita create background untuk the watak dia walaupun dalam skrip tak ada. So kita kena create the background untuk the watak. Okay, so that kita nak memperkukuhkan lagi watak itu. So the background audience tak nampak, tapi apa you nampak adalah seorang watak yang you rasa you boleh percaya. You yakin dengan watak itu. Tapi sebelum itu memang you tak tahu kerja yang dia buat untuk to step susah.
Bukan jadi pelakon kan senang Ramai
It's
cakap rekod masuk YouTube aku pelakon.
Betul lah.
Kan dari sini.
I mean like tu
Hamai.
maksudnya it's to start maybe everyone macam ada sedikit capability, but to sustain
Yes.
untuk jadi yang the best
Memang.
version of
stamina. You have to have perseverance.
Stamina?
Kena ada stamina untuk nak last that long.
Mental stamina.
Mental, physical, emotional, intellectual, semua itu And kena berani. You know.
Boleh try
Tapi bila Mami cakap macam title-title yang besar tu adalah watak-watak yang lekat semua orang ingat up until now. How do you feel?
Oh, wonderful. I don't take macam bukan kata saya nak kata itu kerja saya, tak ada. This is teamwork. So like I say, these people already dah ada. Cuma apa yang kerja macam saya ni as an acting coach, kita nak tolong dia keluarkan aja. Kadang-kadang macam like, for example, you come you do sessions with me. Bila you dalam kita punya discussion, dalam kita punya exercises tu semua, saya dah boleh nampak apa ada dalam you, mungkin you tak nampak. So for me is to bring it out. It's like kenapa you nak simpan. So we talk. So it depends. Dia tak ada one formula untuk nak korek and to discover the character. It depends on different people lain. Okay, different people lain. So maybe kita punya the aim is to have katalah watak yang nervous all the time, but you are a bubbly character. You pun bubbly character. Tapi dua-dua kena arrive at the point where you have to be a very nervous character. So macam mana? So banyak discussion, banyak exercises, banyak observation juga. You know, so mesti maybe if you are very confident, but you see somebody who's like nervous, so macam mana gerak-geri dia punya body. So body language is also very important. So once you understand that, once we have kita punya session tu, dia memudahkan awak untuk mencari watak itu.
Betul.
So banyak. It's teamwork. So ada nama-nama yang you kata. Saya cuma menolong aja. So I cannot take the credit. Kata, you know, this one is because of me. Kalau dalam kita punya sessions, dia masih tak faham, dia masih kata dia tak ada bakat, dia tak ada stamina, saya tak boleh buat apa-apa. No matter how hard we work. So it is teamwork. So a lot of it is from you. I cuma you have this, tapi you tak keluarkan, you're not seeing it. So
just to make the person realise that actually it is macam gini. Sepatutnya begini.
And to let the person faham yang to get that feeling, I tak payah nak tipu. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to. I already feel it. You know, because when we talk about certain things, macam a certain incident that happened to you, you boleh rasa. So I said, you dah ada rasa tu. You tak payah nak pinjam. You know, macam rasa nervous about something. We all pernah rasa nervous about something. Cuma kan watak tu nervous about something else. But rasa nervousness itu is universal. It doesn't matter where you get that feeling of nervousness. You must feel it.
Semua orang pernah nervous.
Semua pernah nervous. So you dah ada rasa nervous tu, that works.
Keluarkan balik je.
Keluarkan balik.
Because basically macam sebab watak yang dicipta dalam cerita is based on manusia dalam kehidupan reality.
Tak pernah cerita pasal manusia jadi kucing. Belum lagi. Melainkan untuk animasi lah.
Boleh.
Cicak man ada ke?
In fact, one of kita punya exercises untuk nak prepare badan kita adalah to imitate pergerakan haiwan. So kucing, So, so if you want, so let's say for example observation today, now for 15 minutes or 20 minutes engkau adalah kucing. So do whatever you want. But you kena meyakinkan saya bahawa saya nampak kucing. And I don't see you.
Ui, dah senang je nak bagi Cikgu Fatty yakin. Kau jilat je kaki kau ke apa ke. Kan?
Ada cara dia, Ada cara.
Okay, sementara kita dapat kelas free ni. I assume it's a class.
The bill will come.
Gitu. Habis.
Saya baca background Mami sebenarnya dulu ialah seorang wartawan dan juga ialah super senior saya UiTM.
Macam tu.
That's cool. Oh my goodness.
Super senior.
Ada dia punya dinner coming soon tak? Nak pergi tak? I dah beli dah.
Dah ada couple belum? Dah tak ada couple? Macam mana mana Mami daripada orang kata bidang yang sangat berbeza. Okey, kewartawanan. Sebelum kita ada pelakon juga, Sarah sebelum ini pernah datang juga. Dia pun sama juga daripada seorang peguam.
Daripada law.
Ada law ke.
Alright. Yes.
Mami punya perjalanan. Kenapa Mami ambil macam ni kewartawanan dan kenapa Mami stop kewartawanan? Mesti ada cerita ni.
Ke actually Mami belum stop lagi?
Okay.
Ke Mami kata rasa gaji kecil lah.
Actually dari kecil. Memang saya dari kecil tak ada kata I want to be an actor whatever, tak masuk otak gitu. I mean, tak terfikir. But dari kecil saya memang, this is also what my parents katalah. Saya banyak ada imaginary friends. Saya ada banyak sekarang takutlah. Dulu tak. Saya kalau sekarang saya buat, kalau katalah sekarang cucu saya buat, I akan serampat. Dulu I will talk to people yang dalam, for me, I can actually see that person. I will talk to sebab I was an only child for 3 tahun because my adik was 3 tahun muda kan. So saya akan, my mother kata and then my children pun macam especially Alicia dengan Amandi, they did the same thing. So pada saya tak heran sebab saya buat dulu kan. So saya ada kawan sebab lonely child kan. So saya ada kawan yang orang lain tak boleh nampak lah. So aku tak nak makan, okay. But it's all in the imagination. Yalah. So as you grow up, and saya memang suka baca. Selalu bila saya baca storybook, saya rasa macam watak itu saya. So tak kisahlah siapa-siapa. Yang tak pasal. Kalau Red Riding Hood tu, saya lah Red Riding Hood. Kalau bawang putih, bawang merah, saya lah.
Yang mana satu? Mak ke?
Saya
bawang putih lah.
Mestilah heroin.
Gua tak mak.
Semualah, So saya akan masuk dalam alam fantasy, my own fantasy world, So maybe that membantu, I don't know. So tapi saya juga suka bidang kewartawanan sebab I suka menulis dari dulu. So dulu masa kecil, when I was much younger, in primary school, secondary school, bila diorang tanya bila dah besar nak jadi apa, my first ni I will write down journalist, lepas tu archaeologist.
That
was my
you go! Yeah! Kan? Until today. Saya memang fascinated dengan anything that is kan ancient, and I love mysterious and something. Suddenly you find something, and let's say you find this bone, you like imagine like that belong to a person. Orang tu dulu macam mana, hidup dia macam mana, dia pernah jatuh cinta ke, dia pernah ada anak kan, the kind of his life or her life, macam so it's not just a piece of bone, No, to me it's like a person and a whole life gitu.
Betul.
So when I go and travel sometimes, so I like to go macam places yang
macam museum ke, archaeological place.
I memang suka museums and all that. So itulah. Kalau boleh, even like you travel to macam buildings lama-lama tu semua, I rasa macam building tu, there's a certain aura kan about,
yes, betul. There's always a story.
There's always a story. Tempat-tempat yang purba, all these old places, that's why I love Malacca. Where places where you go and then you can actually feel the people walking there. You rasa lah, that kind. So journalism was because saya suka menulis. But all throughout, saya memang bila ada bengkel lakonan kat apa, saya akan go and take part. And then if there's anything in sekolah, kalau ada concert, sama nak take part in concert, saya akan raise my hand, So memang, performing has always been something yang saya enjoy. It's not about people looking at me. It's me actually wanting to be somebody else or to do something yang saya tak boleh buat as myself. So that has always fascinated me sampai sekarang. So that's why human nature memang saya very interested. Suka sangat-sangat human nature. So
takut juga kawan dengan Mami.
Apa dia, kenapa?
Kan orang observant akan kaji kita punya karakter.
Tak adalah. Tak
ada.
adalah. Saya kaji, I tengok to see, yelah, like if I need to be so and so, siapa yang boleh saya boleh kaji dia punya gerak-geri dia to be this person,
Mami kena flamboyant lah, ramai kawan lah zaman dulu ke? Sebab
yes and no. Saya bukan macam ramai sangat kawan. I ada ramai macam acquaintances, orang yang tapi yang kalau close friend, very few. Sebab actually very pelik saya macam very private. Kalau saya macam kalau nak pergi function memang saya tak selesa sampai sekarang.
Alah, nanti nak dating untuk besok macam mana?
Masih lagi. Oh.
Tapi kalau terpaksa pergi kan, because you have to go out, then saya
Kena
I go
switch,
into my different persona.
Different persona.
Yeah,
Switch,
different persona. Yeah.
Sepatutnya senduk swap tu mami watak utama.
Actually. Tapi dia orang tak tahu.
Tapi
Dia orang tak tahu. Dia suruh saya buat.
Betul.
Actually, I play all the roles.
Kan? Okay, itu adalah Mami punya perjalanan kerja.
Tapi mami tak
So-
cerita lagi kenapa berhenti.
Berhenti.
Sorry.
Tak apa.
No, because okay, I think this walaupun saya when I started macam berlakon dengan coaching, saya kena ambil, because I was working as a journalist kan. Saya kena ambil cuti. You know, ambil cuti. Yeah, because my first love memang lakonan. They are creating this creative field lah. Yeah, so after 26 tahun, saya rasa dah cukup kot.
26 tahun is a long time.
Yeah, long time. Long time. And then ada push and pull factor. You know, so and then you kerja sebagai wartawan tu, I think the push pull factor banyak kena mengena dengan politics. Yang saya memang tak boleh. I am interested, tapi saya, how to say it, saya tak, my stomach tak tahan lah. So, you know not, politik tu semua. So mau tak mau, kalau you jadi wartawan tu, you kena, you are involved, you somehow. So after a while saya rasa it is not for me. So saya,
But if it's not for you pun after 26 years.
yes.
Lama.
But ada kena-mena kewartawanan dengan it fed saya punya craving untuk tahu about people, because wartawan also deals with people.
Yeah.
Alright, so throughout the whole you meet all kinds of people.
Yes.
Yang
All kinds of stories,
all kinds of
yeah.
stories, all kinds of people, all kind of behavior, so that you know when you want to work with your actors who are playing all those different roles, ada reference dia, this reference for this,
Betul.
this reference for itu, you know,
Dah pernah
ada
jumpa
saja.
ini.
Dah pernah jumpa. Kadang-kadang ada orang kata tak masuk akal lah orang ada macam tu.
Ada.
Ada, you know. So then, so like this one, kata we are creating a character, you are already on the track, to getting to that character yang orang kata tak ada orang wujud macam tu, kita dah tahu ada. So we work. So and because we have gone through it, and because you dah menjiwai and you understand that watak, naturally, yes.
Akan keluar.
So after you dah once you've understood, you don't have to become, you tak payah nak pretend, you already are that person. You know, the way you talk, the way your body movement also, you know. Yeah, so senang. Not senang, but the process how to say,
memudahkan.
Memudahkan.
Mami pernah tulis artikel dekat paper itu I Am Woman kan?
Oh, my
Okay,
column.
nak tanya itu tahun bila?
Oh my god.
Sebab I
lama.
tengah
Yes.
nak identify, is it the revolutionary work, because time tu rasanya jarang orang nak cakap pasal wanita.
Perempuan.
Kan?
Okay, masa dulu when we were working in the newspaper, I had two colleagues yang menjadi saya punya inspiration, and they were the ones who inspired me. They were the ones yang saya belajar banyak-banyak, and they orang adalah, kalau saya berani nak kata, pioneer for women's issues. You know, Aisyah Ali, dia mak pada Joe Flizzo. Yeah. So when you tengok Joe Flizzo and you see the way dia punya issues and the way he respects women, mak dia Aisyah Ali. You don't mess with Aisyah Ali, okay? And the other one is Rose Ismail. Yeah. So she was like, actually pangkat ni, she was my boss.
Okay.
But we work together very, very closely. These are the two women yang banyak kerja through kita punya newspaper writing, whatever, to banyak dealing with women's issues. So because of that, so kita very aware of the fact that banyak, even macam dulu, wanita punya news kalau keluar, asyik dia mangsa. You only make the news when you're a victim. When you are, let's say, you win this scholarship or you win this award, whatever, jarang. Atau kalau keluar pun sikit je, kecil je story-nya. Kalau if it's a man, front page.
Tengah ada poster.
Yes, you know not. Kalau perempuan, gambar this man is dia menang Grand Prix. Dia hero Grand Prix. Gambar wanita yang bagi present, Padahal, hello, women also pernah menang. Women have done so much, are doing so much. Tapi diorang punya opportunity to keluar in the news, especially masa dulu during my time. So that's why we were fighting for that. I don't know whether you remember masa dulu we had the page one girl, yang melemel. Dia ada gambar-gambar hiasan gitu. Gambar, the photographers akan disuruh pergi and ambil je random gambar of pretty girls. Tapi then you just ask aja nama, your age, what do you do, itu aja. So dia keluar gambar of this girl macam dia perform, seksi gitu pose, and dia just nama ni, itu saja. So it's page one. Yes. And then after kita, so we would like to think, because of especially Aisyah Ali dengan Rose Ismail, masa dulu kita punya boss dia, he said, these women, they're driving me nuts. Tapi it helps also to have a boss yang also dengar cakap kita juga. He was also very sympathetic, although we hounded him like crazy. So we fought. So page one girl went into, dia kata, okay lah, bising-bising sangat. Kenapa harus ada page one girl? Kenapa? If you run an interview story about her achievements, okay. Ini tak ada. Ini nama, her age and what she wants to be. Itu je. And she likes the colour purple. Who cares what colour she likes? Geram kan? So, and then from page 1, it went to page 3. And it went to page 5. Lesap. So, I would like to think that it's because, bukan kata we are against pretty women. No, I like to see photographs of beautiful people.
We also lah.
But yes, I'm sure. But also, we also want to know what makes them tick.
Yeah.
Kan? You datang dari, what does she want to do? What has she achieved? What she feels about, what he feels about. So, I mean, you takkan you suka tengok macam gambar just men very buff, tapi tak ada sado je, tapi you are also you are also insulting that person. Just because dia cantik kata, or dia buff gitu, you take for granted dia itu aja. That's all about him, a nice body. But what about, dia pun ada dia punya aspirations, dia punya opinion,
goals and all.
Kan, so that's why we fought for that. It's not that we were against cantik-cantik. No, it has to be. You have to have substance, So who cares if you don't like this, you don't like that? No, but I want to know what you feel about family issues, whatever. It doesn't have to be about you talk about nuclear warfare. Tak payahlah katalah, itu besar-besar sangat katalah.
I want world peace.
I want even that if you want, alhamdulillah. But just things about like in your life, what do you want to achieve? The small things doesn't mean that it's not important. It's also very important. But at least ada something yang kita baca yang boleh, it adds also to kita punya values juga. Value kita.
Oh my God.
No. Kalau you baca and it's nothing, it's like some, and then you go and watch a movie and then like maybe you go out, it's like they fight. And then what? Cry. Letih, that kind of thing. But in the end, it's like you don't get it. But I think people now dah pandai. They want something. And that something basically is just rasa lah. You go away with an impact. If you felt something, alhamdulillah. So they worked, that means they were successful. And I'm happy, having been able to watch something yang added something to my life and make me, at least bagi saya fikir, if it's an issue, there may not be answers. You don't have to have answers, but as long as you get people to discuss, like for example, macam this, people are all talking about, kenapa sini ada all the landslide lah, flooding sini, and then in Pakistan it's just so bad. It's so amazing bad. Why suddenly. It's not suddenly. People have been talking about this climate changes dah lama. It's just the governments tak nak dengar cakap. So we are now going to, hopefully this is not like already parah already, although I think it's already getting there. But it's not like suddenly it's like, we don't understand. Tiba-tiba it's not a tiba-tiba thing. It's something that
escalate lah. Something
that's been coming. Cuma kita tak nak. We're all the governments have been in denial. For one reason or another. So it's things like this.
So we need like to let people know and then share benda-benda macam ni kan.
Precisely. At least then you know that people, because the more people are aware, the
yeah.
lagi diorang boleh question. And then when they question, you have what you call it, this not a support group. What is this group? Pressure. There's a pressure group, so that the people in positions to do something yang boleh buat decisions to make our conditions better will, diorang dipaksa sebab ada banyak suara-suara, dia tak boleh ignore dah. Tapi kalau suara satu dua senang aja dia orang macam mosquito macam lalat kan dish, tapi bagi one whole swarm dia memang dia tak boleh nak ignore,
So far dengan mami lah borak yang A tiba pergi ke
I know. Come back to acting je.
Okay,
come back to Senduk swap.
Saya suka orang macam tu. Sebab orang macam tu dia akan create a new conversation without stop.
Oh my goodness.
Cuma bezanya sekarang ni kita kena tahan.
I know.
Yes. Okay, tapi tak apa, sebelum kita kembali ke Senduk Swap, siapa nak tanya soalan siapa pula? Okay, so growing up, I'm like 1 year younger than Amani. So basically bila
claim.
dia claim.
Yes,
Claim. Dan ramai lagi orang yang umur lah.
Relatable.
Nak relate lah kan, di mana kiranya I membesar dengan melihat Amani di kaca TV. Amani, Alisha sebab Alisha
dia much earlier. Younger.
Okay. So bila melihat mereka di kaca TV, sebab my age membesar tak macam sekarang. Belum lagi macam sekarang. Maksudnya kita punya media masa, magazine, TV dan sebagainya.
That's right,
Jadi bila membesar tu, I got to see you guys as a whole family punya ni tau. Kita tengok macam the one thing I remember when I was belasan tahun, I macam sangat-sangat apa orang kata bukan adore, idolize your set of parenting, because macam how can like sebab je kita tak tahu. I tak tahu. I tak banyak belajar sangat sebab kita belum dewasa lagi. So I selalu question macam mana you as macam a set of parents, macam mana you your parenting skill tu macam ada 4 orang powerful women.
And it's
not easy.
That's actually kalau cakap ahead of time. Sekarang baru orang nak guna your system.
No, I don't think so. I think ramai ada, cuma maybe because kita, like you say, kita keluar kat media, so people see. But ramai, there are many parents yang sama, and like I kata, tak mudah sebab you have raised 4 individuals yang ada diorang punya pendirian.
Yeah, they were so different.
Very different. Ada the similarities ada, tapi but they're very very determined to not be like the sister. Tahu tak? So that is the thing. So macam so macam Leah was there, dia dah buat sesuatu whatever. Nani datang, dia kata saya tak nak jadi macam my sister. I adore her, but I want to be different. So datang pula Alicia pun sama juga dalam dia punya diam-diam tu. I want to be different. My 2 sisters like I cannot take, so I'll be different. And then datang like Yana macam and suddenly they were determined to be, and alhamdulillah saya bersyukur that they are women, strong women who knew how to say they have their own principles, ada diorang punya opinion, diorang tahulah diri, good or bad, they know what they wanted,
but they were so grounded.
I would hopefully lah, from what I know, grounded in that sense that maybe they didn't macam fly off the handle whatever. But saya memang dari when they were growing up semua, I cakap dengan orang, there's so much as a parent boleh buat. I can tell you this one, it's just the different values that you bagi kat diorang, whether it is in terms of ethics, in terms of religious, whatever. There's just so much that you boleh bagi. Terpulang pada diorang, whether you want to follow or not. I've already done my best, and I cannot look after you 24 jam. To watch, are you doing the right thing? Where are you going? You balik lambat? What did you do? Memang tak boleh. Not easy, but kadang-kadang as a parent kita kena macam let go some things, because you cannot control everything.
Yes.
Memang tak boleh. But I did tell them that whatever happens, let me or your father and I be the first to know. Katalah if there's anything terkejut, whatever that we need to know, let us be the first to know. Jangan kita dengar dari orang lain. You know, like for example, if I hear from somebody else, then your life will be shorter lah. You know, not something like that. No, I'm very nice, you know, but something like that, yeah. So I think I would like to think that there is this, my children ada that respect enough to know that macam if I'm doing something, nanti kalau mak, you know, like mama and papa tahu what will happen, you know.
But mami, masa okey lah, yang paling orang kata bukanlah kontroversi, but many is bualan media dan juga orang iaitu Amani before this dengan isu, bukanlah isu pun sebenarnya lakonan yang terpaksa membotakkan kepala. Lepas tu isu next pula menang anugerah because of the I cannot speak
the language.
Right? So from mami side, macam mana mami take that? I mean I don't want to say negativity, but
I know.
Orang-orang cakap
that
from
one,
mami stand.
masa tu it was something which macam for example the shaving tu semua it was something yang the arwah Yasmin, the director, dah tanya, kita dah bincang, and also with Amani, dia kata dia orang cuba to put how to say macam whatever, tapi tak
prosthetic.
Dia prosthetic macam tak nampak real. So dia tanya, is it okay if we do it? So I said if it is for a good cause, and that good cause is also because that tunjuk that the child is being abused by the father, watak dia. So that's why bapa dia cukur kepala dia. So to show, bukan the message so much, but the fact is kita nak, macam I told you kan, we needed it to be real.
Yes.
And so the reality is there memang ada abuse. Until today there are memang banyak child abuse, physical, sexual, emotional, banyak all kinds. So in that particular situation, memang bapa dia abuse dia sebab dia tak nak dengar cakap, nak pergi berdandan rambut dia tak nak ni, so bapa dia cukur dia. So in that case we said, so never mind. So a little sacrifice on Amani punya part, and dia memang dia rela. But as long as people tahu, this is what happens when you don't respect your child, when you don't listen to somebody else, and also this is what happens bila when you lose your mind and you do something you regret, you know, benda macam tu. But so of course people nak dijadikan isu. The religious section kata, you know, dia nak jadi macam lelaki lah, and whatever. It became something else completely,
out of context,
you know, out of context. So one is either you keep quiet, or two, I remembered apa saya diam tak nak ni, because it's what else can you say when you know that they're talking nonsense kan. So but after a while there was one interview, dia kata, why don't you just once and for all jawab balik. So I say kata whatever it is not niat kita nak jadi lelaki, and this is why she did it, sekian macam ni. And then I said that in fact cerita dah keluar,
korang dah faham dah.
Sebelum that scene, there were interviews to say that she was going to do it already. Dah ada. So kenapa masa itu you tidak cakap tak boleh? Kenapa harus you tunggu sampai dia dah buat baru you nak attack? So to me that was my issue. And there were many times, even sama macam many incidents where dah keluar newspaper to say that sekian-sekian akan berlaku. Kenapa you sebelum dia berlaku, bagi nasihat, kata sepatutnya tak boleh, you know. So whatever it is, so that was
Cuba I just want to know your stance lah masa tu.
So so the stance which would probably be the same would be like, if it's kalau dia macam, if I think there's no need to balas, because it's like people just want to have an opinion, so let them. So kadang-kadang kalau kita masuk, and then if you want to argue with somebody yang memang tak boleh nak argue, memang dia dah make up dia punya mind, no point. So for me, I would just keep quiet. But like I say, if there is a reason, you know, so once and for all, so after that there was no more. After when I said that, kenapa after all the stories in dah keluar, kenapa you didn't stop us earlier? And there is this reason why she had to shave the head, whatever. It's not because it's a fashion trend or whatever, you know. So after that tak ada. There was no more articles on that.
Sajalah tu.
Saja. It's just like now
tengah kering, tak tori.
people also feel that they have a voice. So you know, so you may not agree with them, But tak apalah, I respect your reason to also, what do you say? But how do you say it? Agree to disagree.
Agree
Okay,
to
I agree
disagree.
to disagree with you. I may not agree with you, but I respect your right to say it. Yalah.
I check soalan tu sebab selalunya kalau apa-apa yang melibatkan family mami jarang sebenarnya dengan mami keluarkan statement. So dia nak tahu juga
Unless if it's like macam fitnah gila, whatever, then
kalau
you...
Fina kata mami keluarkan saya tu memang kita kena buat PC
Jangan
lah.
Jangan cakap.
Jangan buat announcement dekat sini.
Dia tak belajar kan. Macam mana you ajar dia?
That's why. Okay, so for mami adalah orang seni. Anak-anak mami semuanya orang seni. Husband mami kita tak pernah dengar cerita.
Okay, dia memang more into industrial. Dia more as a professional, he's a businessman. Okay, but dia punya hobby, dia punya serious hobby is photography.
Okay.
Dia punya passion, in fact, dia watch more films than kita. Okay, yeah. So he's very into the creative arts pun. Cuma profession dia tak. Tapi dia punya other life, he's very much into music, and he listens to music, he watch film, tu semua fotografi dia semua memang dia suka. Dia boleh bincang.
Tapi tengok mami punya husband memang nampak macam cool lah.
Memang cool.
Macam memang ni cool daddy terus.
Kalau he has to be lah dengan 4 daughters, a wife, and then most of the time also my mother-in-law is there, and then my helper, he's surrounded by women. Dia tak ada, he has no choice but to be cool.
Sebab macam birthday dia ataupun I baca baru-baru ni wish Father's Day if I'm not mistaken, ataupun dia punya birthday from your daughters kan. I macam okay, so this is how their daughters look at dekat dia orang punya, like a friend, like a someone that make their life feels like home. Macam tu.
He also, when I kata that I'm thankful my daughters ada dia punya they have their own standing, their own as strong women. Bapa dia is one of the reasons, because he is he's very supportive. He is very much into, macam if you talk about women's rights whatever, memang dia akan, sebab dia pun dididik macam tu. He's got 4 sisters, 3 older sisters, and then dia punya mother, my arwah mother-in-law, very how to say it, dia tahu tempat wanita is sekian. Okay. But you do not say, women hanya dalam dapur sahaja. Tak ada. You cuba cakap macam tu kat dia, oh my God, you'll get it. Padahal she was like very old school, very old school punya upbringing. But she was very much, how to say, dia very very strong feminist, in her own way. So jadi my husband, so they grew up
ada fundamental itu
of respecting women. So the respect for women dari dulu, very strong in him. So when they dapat dia punya daughters, itu they instill all that you do not let anyone bully you. Jangan, you are a woman, yes. Kita ada ciri-ciri kewanitaan tu semua memang ada. You keep doing, you don't want to be, somebody else. But at the same time, a woman, yes, but you don't need to be a man to prove that you can be a strong woman. Faham tak?
Faham.
Tak semestinya, you bulk up and to be a woman you have to be macam a man. Tak. You have your womanly punya qualities, the strength is already kat sana.
Betul.
Mami, before kita ke senduk suap balik,
kita masih lagi tak kembali dekat senduk suap.
Last question.
Yeah.
Okay, Mami, mungkin Mami tak pernah cerita dekat outlet news mana-mana. Nak tanya macam mana Mami jumpa husband?
Oh ya ke?
Husband.
Dulu kerja tempat sama. I was working in a newspaper. Saya bahagian editorial, tulisan, editing semua. Dia bahagian, let's say lah, he was more in the industrial side. So he was a printer. Dia printer by profession.
So macam mana dia jumpa tu? Macam ni news tahu tolong print.
Kita berkelahi, We were quarrel because dia punya printer, dia orang punya sharp on time, katalah pukul 3 nak print, everything kena siap. So kita ni selagi the article tu tak cantik, ada banyak mistake, we will take time to. Dia tidak, dia akan kata okay, time's up. Hey, what do you mean time's up? You know, this article is not ready yet. Kelai professionally. Yes. Ada sekali tu I remember dia tak suka saya punya interference, ataupun dia kata saya sebab saya dia punya kerja lambat. Dia letak saya punya kerusi in one corner jauh-jauh sana. Wah, hajar sampai hati. You know, so macam nampak sangat that dia lah punca kita lambat. So we put her there, you know. Gitu.
Tapi macam mana berputik ke marah-marah
Sebab klien-klien tu.
Also through the arts. Sebab masa tu juga I was already dancing. I was performing dengan I was doing my dance drama. So I was performing, and then kita keluar in one group lah. Memang ada group, one whole group, gang, pergi tengok wayang, whatever, together. You know, we would go together to see concerts pun sama-sama. And then, bila saya started to dance, this dance drama tu semua, jauh, the place from where saya berduduk and tempat kita rehearse tu jauh. So my friends would take turns to send me, and my husband was one of the gang. Okay, nama I will hantar. Dia volunteer lah. Volunteer. I know kan. So then he will like say like, you know, then he keeps on telling people I fell in love with her when she was doing her makyong, her dance. You know, like dancing. Gitu. At the time dia tak cakap mengai, because when he came with me for the rehearsals, I couldn't hear him snoring in the background. Boleh dengan the gamelan going tung dang.
Tiba-tiba bunyi instrumen mana ni?
Tiba-tiba tau. Teng.
Instrumen asing.
The instructor, the head ni macam, who is that? Saya in my mind like, oh my God, don't let it be him. You know, and it was him. Dia boleh, So nak suka tengok apa kau tidur when I'm rehearsing, you know. But I think it's also because kita sama, we had the same interests. So
Wavelength sama.
It helps so much when you know sama macam you like the same, bukan kata the same kind of music, tapi memang suka music, suka you know, movies, shows and all that.
Senang cerita ada benda nak borak.
Senang, ada benda yang nak borak, nak argue pun tak apa. Kadang-kadang dia watch something actually now banyak dia suka macam action. Kadang-kadang itu yang kata. Kadang-kadang dia tengok action macam very gory, violent. Saya duduk, saya tengok. You know,
and
why?
then why?
Why? Wait lah. Dia kata, no. Dia kata kadang-kadang I don't want, because after like kerja-kerja, dia tak nak ada movies yang dia kena fikir. Tak nak, dia suka gedong. Dah perhati ni dia tidur. You know, but
release tension.
Express the stress to the
So macam you know, suddenly itu macam transfer dia punya angst into those characters, you know. So pada saya macam bising je lah, you know, why you watching this? Kita boleh berlakon pun.
Sempat
dia punya action hero tu semua, you know, all this foreign word, Van Damme katalah whatever. Sorry Van Damme, you know. You know, but this kau tengok pada saya
datang kelas lah
kalau jadi Van Damme.
Okay,
itu dia.
Kita tahu sedikit sebanyak tentang Mami.
What a wonderful,
colourful.
Colourful.
Thank you.
Gila, itu dia belum cerita lagi pasal Mami punya parents lagi colourful.
Okay,
stop. Jangan panjang.
Actually, later on I tell you my ni the sepet story. My mother kan very the Tan Mui Ji, jumpa satu Abu Bakar Muhammad Noor, macam dan sekali suddenly later that one can tell very the interesting.
Maybe lain lah. Senduk masak pula.
Kan, I know.
Alright.
Senduk masak. Okay.
Okay, senduk suap.
Kita kembali kepada senduk suap finally.
Kerja yang betul.
Marah dia orang.
I know.
It's senduk suap sikit je.
Tadi kelas setting. Okay, Mami, senduk suap.
Yes.
Akan bersiaran dekat mana?
Di Astro Tada channel 612.
Tada.
I know. How else can you say that word without going tada?
Pada Astro Tada.
No, tak boleh, tak kena.
Tada.
Dia kena tada. So I think that's the reason why dia orang buat tada. Tada. 612 pukul 3 petang dengan malam 9
malam.
malam.
Esok. Kita mula esok. Hari ni lah. Ni keluar esok. Ni.
Hari
ini.
Jumaat.
Hari ini hari Jumaat, Astro Tada 612 pukul 3 petang dan pukul 9 malam.
Jangan lupa tengok lakonan
Betul.
Mami sebagai opah.
Yes, opah yang ada boyfriend.
Ya, ada opah yang ada boyfriend dan ada cucu yang lucu.
Ya, cucu yang lucu.
Apa dia punya introduction so cute. Dia kata, "My name is Ayu. How may I help you?"
So cute. It's a mixed language punya
Dia mix language, but more BM lah. Ya, tapi dia campur-campur because the other girl kan very macam very
Sophia,
atas Sophia.
yes,
Yeah. She's so cute actually, all of them. So itulah I kata kan, it was such an experience kerja dengan very 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 young crew, young cast. Sonok. So kita ni dalam umur tak boleh cakap.
Umur
rasa
yang
muda.
Masih
Muda. Young at heart. Thank you very much. Yes.
Mami memang muda lagi.
Thank you.
Nanti beritahu date bila.
Tak boleh lah, tak boleh lah cakap nanti dia nak ikut.
Okay.
Masih lagi cuba nak jadi date Mami.
Sekali uncle pergi juga kan mak aku lagi.
Saya bawa hantar dia ke tadika.
Alright, itu dia.
Okay Mami, last word untuk peminat-peminat Mami
Betul.
yang memang selalu follow Mami. Memang Mami rasa tak ada kan? Sebenarnya ada.
Ya kan?
Ada. Mesti ada punya.
All like this also got
Ada.
Yes. Okay lah, tak apa. Okay. Whatever is, alhamdulillah, thank you very much. Kalau whoever lah yang suka apa yang saya buat, kerja saya, if you don't like me, never mind, but like my work. Saya suka. Yes, thank you very much. Terima kasih kalau sebab bagi support and just berdoa yang orang macam Mami ni yang dah berusia masih boleh contribute to kita punya industry in a very positive way. So we may be older gitu, but kita masih ada semangat. And insyaAllah for as long as kita boleh, health wise, minat wise tu semua, insyaAllah we will continue lah.
InsyaAllah, amin.
Ada orang yang macam you all out there yang masih support kita, alhamdulillah, we will do our best.
Yes.
Semoga Mami pun diberi kesihatan yang baik.
Thank you.
Semoga Mami punya kelas pun akan terus.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
Fully book. Macam tu, fully book.
Come lah. Ya. Saya juga bagi kelas untuk orang yang bukan tak nak jadi actor. This a corporate figure, CEOs yang perlukan acting workshops to be comfortable to talk to in front of people. Yes. So saya gunakan macam theatre acting punya exercises to train CEOs and talk corporate. So that they are very comfortable. But when they come to my class, they're actors lah. For that 3 hours or 5 hours ni, saya akan treat them as actors.
Siapa nak tengok CEO jadi kucing?
Boleh DM Mami.
So interesting.
CEO jadi kucing.
Tak tahu lagi. Ada. Brilliantly dia orang akan jadi kucing.
Alright. Okay, jadi kita nak ucapkan terima kasih banyak-banyak untuk segala orang kata insight dan juga untuk
thank you for having
Ini
me.
pun sebenarnya bagi saya tak cukup lagi sebenarnya.
Tak cukup.
Jom kita keluar sekejap lagi.
Okay. So thank you so much. Jangan lupa tonton Senduk Suap
Senduk
selama
Suap.
8 episod bermula pada hari ini. And akhir kata semoga Mami sentiasa sihat.
Alhamdulillah.
Dan sentiasa
Thank you.
orang
Same to you.
Happy.
Saya pun boleh jadi host yang betul-betul host lagi. Memang perlukan hikmat insyaAllah satu hari nanti.
Boleh. You never know. Kita
You never
prepare
know.
dulu.
Betul.
The moment you dapat the job, senang saja. Gini je.
Aduh, sabar. Saya geram. Okay, baik. Kita jumpa lagi minggu depan. Sebab minggu depan kita ada
Banyak lagi guest-guest
banyak lagi guest-guest yang menarik. Alright, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kita jumpa lagi minggu depan. Assalamualaikum.
Bye-bye.